Hi, and welcome to Buddhism 101. Just a quick note, the denominations of Buddhism are included in this course, and the reason I haven't been making very many Buddhism videos is, well, I thought I had, and then I didn't see them on my YouTube channel, and I was like, well, what's up? And I only discovered the first one, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So I've got to get you caught up with Buddhism before I show you what I wanted to show you. So let's get started. So, what exactly is Buddhism? Buddhism is a path of practices and spiritual development which lead to insight into the true nature of self. Practices such as meditation are means of changing oneself in order to develop and perfect the qualities of awareness, kindness, and wisdom. The methods developed within the Buddhist tradition over thousands of years has created an incredible resource for all those who wish to follow the path, which ultimately culminate in enlightenment or Buddhahood. The foundation of Buddhism is the Four Noble Truths, or the fourfold Noble Truths. And the Four Noble Truths are really quickly the world is full of suffering and stress. These are just simply what these are. I'll cover this later on in another video, but the second one is the cause of this suffering and stress is desires or physical interests. If desire can be removed, then suffering and stress will be ended, is the third one. And the fourth one is desire can be removed by following the Noble Eightfold Path, which is right views, right thoughts, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Because Buddhism does not include the idea of worshiping a god, but it also depends on the sect that you are, because I know Mahayana Buddhism uses gods or bodhisattvas as kind of a meditation, and they have rituals for them. But anyway, but because most sects of Buddhism don't worship a god, or don't have rituals for it, or don't use it in meditation, whatever. Because of that, some people do not describe it as a religion. The basic teachings of Buddhism are straightforward and practical. Nothing is permanent. Actions have consequences, but change is possible. Thus, Buddhism addresses itself to all people, irrespective of race, nationality, or gender. It also teaches practical methods such as meditation, which enable people to make use of its teachings in order to transform their lives, to be fully responsible for those lives, and to develop the desirable qualities of wisdom and compassion. Buddhism began about 523 BCE, and the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, was a Hindu from northern India. His birthplace, Lumpini, is now part of Nepal. The quote-unquote Bible of Buddhism is in the Tripitaka, or the three baskets, formed of the sutta or sutras of the Buddha, Vinayana, precepts for the Sangha, and Abhidharma. Abhidharma, higher teachings or analytical writings about the higher states. The oldest exact manuscripts date to the 1st century BCE. Okay. There are approximately 362 million Buddhists in the world. There are many different forms of Buddhism, which developed and grew as it spread from India and Nepal throughout Asia. The three main vehicles are Theravada, sometimes known as Hinayana, Mahayana, and Tantrayana, also known as Vajrayana. Tantrayana. Theravada is the oldest tradition and is practiced predominantly in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Burma, Cambodia, and Laos. Theravada practice has the goal of reaching the state of nirvana, becoming an arhat, and achieving liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Mahayana predominates in northern India, China, Japan, and Vietnam, but it's also in Tibetan Buddhism, but according to this site, it's not. So, and I'm getting everything from www.dailybuddhism.com for those who are interested. But anyway, Tantrayana predominates in Tibet, Nepal, and Mongolia. Both Mahayana and Tantrayana practice is primarily to help all sentient beings reach enlightenment, and in doing so, achieve both nirvana and Buddhahood. In Tantrayana, additional tantric practices are used in order to achieve Buddhahood more quickly. So that is what Buddhism is. And then I was going to talk about, in the next video, I was going to talk about the Four Noble Truths, and then if I have time to cover it, the Eightfold Path. If I don't, I'll make another video. And then I was going to cover the 5 precepts. And then I was also thinking of covering how to become a Buddhist, because some people are like, well, there's a ritual you've got to do. And yeah, some sects require ritual, but honestly, most of them don't. So, and then I was going to show you what I was going to originally show you, and that's Buddhism 101. And then I might make more advanced Buddhism videos. But let me get back with you and talk to you about the Four Noble Truths before starting anything else. So I will see you in a few seconds.